Welcome, beautiful souls. This is your soul intuitive guide. I am just happy to be here and sharing in this space with you. This is my first time putting up on YouTube, so we shall see how this goes. We have a message to discover for today. What is the message for today? And as they just fly right on out as we are shuffling the cards. There are a number of them here. We'll start with these three. This is from the Unshakable Inner Peace Oracle card deck. I just want to mention that this is not for me to predict what the future is going to be like. Discover what is the message, the divine message for today. As we are here, as we're living along this spiritual journey and really just tuning into what messages are for us, what messages of inspiration and soul guidance are we going to receive for today. First one here you'll see is the image maker. You are the image maker. What you focus on manifests. What thought pattern do you need to shift? There's a person here that's looking straight ahead. You see the mountains here. It's truly earthly, right? You are the image maker. What you focus on manifests. Mind shift. What thought pattern do you need to shift? So we're talking about mindfulness here as far as shifting that mindset. Looking out into the universe, into this open space of presence, discovering what is it that I need to shift as far as my thought patterns. So maybe your thought patterns are toxic. Maybe there's some negative energy with that. So keep that in mind. Whatever thought patterns you're having, that's what's going to manifest whatever it is that you focus on. Here for the second card for today's divine message, oneness is the way. How can you show more compassion and acceptance towards those you don't understand? We have so many different personalities. We have so many experiences, traumas, situations, triggers that we continue to go through and that we still hold on to from the past. How can you show more compassion and acceptance toward those that you do not understand? There are differences in beliefs. There are differences in thought patterns. And look at the light here that's centered right here. She has angel wings. For me, when I look at this, I sense us having that angelic compassion for one another, because oneness is the way. Even though we have our differences in beliefs and what we've been taught growing up in our different environments, there is still oneness. So how do we continue to show compassion for one another? Going within, taking that inner light and allowing that inner light to guide you more towards compassion, more towards acceptance and embracing others and confirming that we are indeed one. And the third card for our divine message for today, breathe. The moment here, this moment matters most. How can you focus on the moment and appreciate all that is well? Focusing on the moment. It is the moment that you are in currently that matters most. So take a breath. Take a few deep breaths, inhaling through the nose and exhaling, opening the mouth and sighing it out. This is what matters, this very moment. There's so much going around in our heads, and we're sitting here and we're thinking, oh my gosh, how am I going to get this done? But then I have this to worry about. I got this with my family. I have this with work, this with school. All of these different things that are running around in our head. Yet here is the card here where she's looking up and she's like, you know what? I'm going to focus on this very moment. This very moment is so important, is so vital, so key. And I'm going to appreciate this moment and show gratitude for this very moment. Even if it's just for a few minutes that you have, take it. Take this self moment. Don't overthink. Don't worry. Literally be in the moment. Pause, breathe, and allow yourself to be currently present in this very moment. And here is the fourth card that was pulled For today's divine message, you are the joy seeker. There's the same woman on top that's reflected on the bottom. The different moon phases here at the very center. You are the joy seeker. What little victories can you celebrate? It's your joy that you seek. You continue to seek that joy from within and celebrate those small victories. What are those small victories that take place? Celebrate that. Celebrate the small victory of being able to take that self moment to be present. That small victory of having compassion, confirming that oneness is the way. Celebrate that small victory of being the image maker. I love how these all coincide and how in sync it is. These are victories that we can celebrate when we've overcome those challenges. One being the image maker and focusing on our thought patterns, knowing that our thought patterns are what we manifest. We manifest what we think. So celebrating that change and shifting of the mindset. You are the joy seeker. So seek joy. In the midst of it all, always, always, always seek joy. And beautiful souls, this is the last card that was pulled, the 5th card. Your true tribe cannot show up until you do. So how can you show more of the real you? You'll see 2 people here. Look at these beautiful roses. There's crystals in the backdrop, a beautiful river streaming to the mountains, the moon. There's 2 different moons. And what I see here is you letting go, totally letting go, completely surrendering to whatever is ahead of you, whatever flows in your life. And once you do that, then your tribe will be able to do the same, and they will show up for you. They will be there. You will discover that they are more in sync with you as you continue to show up more for yourself. But in order to do that, you must surrender. You must let go and surrender to this new path, this new flow of life that is there for you, that's going to reach greater heights. You see the mountains here. You'll be able to reach greater heights once you surrender and let go. Let your tribe show up for you. But in order for that to happen, you got to do it yourself. You do the inner workings. You focus on that inner you. What you see all here, look how this is all beautifully connected. Being the image maker, it's almost like you're just saying, okay, I need to do some self-reflecting here. What thought patterns do I need to change? Because what I think, I manifest. As I'm in that process, let me focus on that inner light to guide me and to confirm that oneness is the way, so that I can have more compassion for others, even though I'm in this matrix, and even though there's differing beliefs based on thought patterns of others, still being able to show compassion, using that inner light, that angelic inner light, so that I can have more compassion and acceptance for those that are around me, so that I can be stronger and provide more light to those that are around me, and even those that I come into contact with, focusing on that oneness. And then also going into the present moment and being present at this very moment, knowing that this is what counts, this is what matters, not looking behind, not looking ahead of me, but looking what is right in front of me at this very moment. How can you focus? How can I focus on that moment and appreciate all that is already well with my soul? And I know that I can. I'm just going to breathe into it. You just have to breathe into this present moment. And then celebrating those small victories, you being the joy seeker, celebrating those victories of showing up for yourself so that your tribe can show up for you, surrendering, celebrating that surrender, being transparent, being vulnerable, and also celebrating the oneness, celebrating changing that mindset. These are small celebrations, but they're also important celebrations because they help with the whole evolving of your beautiful self, your beautiful soul. I hope that helps. I hope some of this resonates. Sending you love, peace, light. Continue to just flow. Always flow, my beautiful souls. Have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day.